Greetings and welcome to today's episode of LifeMoreSmart. I'm your host, Brian Pruitt. If you haven't already done so, press that subscribe button so you'll never miss another podcast. Now for today's episode. Today, I'd like to talk to you about protecting your mind for success. There's a process to becoming great, and it's not setting a New Year's resolution. Do you realize that 64% of our New Year's resolutions are broken? So let's take another approach. Let's talk about the brain. You heard me right. I said let's talk about the brain. Your brain. My brain. There's a part of the brain called the default mode network, or the DMN as they call it. It is active when we're daydreaming, when you're not paying attention to what's going on around you. You can be more creative. You can be more creative when your DMN is working properly. However, the DMN works best when training yourself to think of positive things, not focusing on the negative things in life, whether it be the past or the present. Using affirmations, for example, is a great way to start to retrain your brain. The DMN and other parts of your brain, for example, the loop of Pepez, plays a continuous loop, good or bad, of what's in your mind. Similar to an 8-track tape, for those of you that are old enough to remember what those are. Then there's the TPN, the Task Positive Network, the part of the brain that kicks in when we're highly focused, when we're in our groove, our happy place. So let me ask you this. Are you living at your preferred future? If not, let's do something about it. Know this. When the DMN and the TPN are working in sync, all is well. It's like a fine-tuned machine. However, when the DMN is messed up, we make bad decisions. And some of us might have heard from time to time, what were you thinking? Well, you really weren't thinking well because your DMN was having issues. So what happens when the DMN and the TPN, they clash? They go haywire. Well, ruminating thoughts occur. And ruminating thoughts are excessive and intrusive thoughts about negative experiences and feelings that we've had. Thoughts you continue to dwell on for days, for months, or even years. How many listening today have experienced this? We must protect our mind for success. You might be asking at this point, so what are my options? Well, the options are to use affirmations. The options are to change what you're watching, change what you're listening to. Focus on your blessings. Focus on what you want to happen, not the negative past or the challenges you may be facing at this very moment. Let me leave you with this today. Where the mind goes, the body follows. Well, that's it for today, everyone. If you've enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to share it with a friend and those loved ones around you. Have a successful day, and I hope you join us again here soon.